okay. So is there improvement here from the original? Because if you don't remember that review, I didn't think the original was very great. Or really great at all. Yes, there is improvement. I can make that clear. This is a good sequel. But is it actually great? No, it's not. And it's because of one particularly huge problem. But let's break it down step by step, because this is still a good sequel, and it is still a really good movie. And compared to what's about to come after it, it's freaking Mozart. But it still has its problems, and I just can't call it great as much as I want to. But best thing we can do is break it down step by step on why it's an improvement over the original, but still not a great movie. Let's discuss. What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to DestiMAYtion, which is your favorite thing, everything animation, including TV and movies, and especially horror films. I am your local horror nut, Jackson Small, and welcome to our second dive into the Final Destination series with its first sequel, Final Destination 2. It's a pretty good movie, once again, and it is an improvement over the original, fixing many of its key problems. But then it ends up having some other problems, and it's just below being great. It's literally, right there. It's so close to being great, and I want to call it great because of the things it does right. Especially one thing in particular, that freaking premonition scene with the car crash. Horror movie or not, that is impressive to have that all on film and all done practically. But let's break it down step by step so I can tell you what works and what really didn't work. Here's my written review. I hope you enjoy. Once again, if you disagree, feel free to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Just, again, don't be a dick. Here we go. While I didn't love the original as much as most do, I could see what it was going for and still appreciated what it did to stand out from other slashers, so I was more than open to a sequel. After all, even some of the greats of the genre didn't have the strongest of starts either. Friday the 13th, I'm looking right at you. So I went into this follow-up hopeful that it could improve that foundation and get even more maximization out of its concept's untapped full potential. And I came out of it mostly pretty positive. Final Destination 2 does do a good job improving from its predecessor in most of the key areas. The characters are a lot better, the story's not as convoluted, the gore and kills are even better than the original and some of the best in the entire series, the pacing is faster, there's fantastic practical effects due to the bigger budget. There's still CGI, but it's only used when it needs to be. Most of this movie, it's old-school practical effects, like the best of horror movies. The final act is much better. It's not a giant flaming mess. Tony Todd is still great, as he always has been. May he rest in peace. And the premonition disaster is the best in the entire franchise, with one of the most insane car crashes ever put on film. Horror movie or not, what they achieved with that scene is incredible. It may not look like much on the surface, but watch the behind the scenes of it. They literally have a whole featurette on the DVDs about just this scene and everything they did to do it, which was minimal to no CGI and actual cars crashing and turning into giant fireballs. It is some of the coolest car-related shit to ever be put on film. And, without spoilers, you will probably develop a phobia of log trucks after watching. Trust me, after you watch this movie, you will never look at log trucks the same way again as you're driving down the highway. And those who have seen it, you know why. However, while it does make improvements, there's still some pretty big problems of its own. Clear still sucks big time, and does pretty much nothing. She's on the poster, she's in the marketing, but she's barely in the movie at all. She pops up, towards the end of the second act, and then she's gone. That's it. That's all she does, and she was pretty much there for no other reason than because she's a legacy character, and the actors clearly didn't care either. Speaking of not caring, killing Alex off-screen is a massive slap in the face to the character. I'll just spoil this one little part because it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of the movie. It's just something that pisses me off as a fan of this character. So, Alex getting killed off-screen, like, it's stupid, it sucks, but I'm willing to overlook it if it's for a good reason. It's not. It's for one of the dumbest, most rushed, stupid fucking reasons that is a complete disservice and disrespect to the character. You want to know how he died? According to the little slideshow thing they play showing his death, he got killed by a random falling rock. Yes, a character that was so careful and so meticulous with every single move that he made got killed by a random falling rock. Fuck you, that is a disservice to the character. Like, a character like Alex should not be killed by a random fucking rock. That's just really, really fucking stupid. The dark humor is more hit or miss instead of actually funny. The directing, while better, is not that impressive, and rewatchability is still middling. But this movie's biggest problem is that it completely disrespects and throws away the legacy characters it decided to bring back and or reference for this movie. Like, Alex gets killed off screen, and Clear is barely in it. There's no Carter, because he died at the end of 1, but still, they could have acknowledged it. And that's it. That's all you get out of the legacy characters. Making me ask, well, what the fuck was the point of them even being there then? Like, if you want to use legacy characters, use them. Don't just use them as slasher fodder. Excuse me, allergies. Don't just use them as random freaking paperweights to sell your movie. Like, come on. You worked so hard on developing those characters, and then you just threw them away. Stupid. It is stupid, and it's the biggest problem with this movie, and why I can't call it great. Overall, though, Final Destination 2 is better than the original, but still not a great movie. It does show remarkable improvement and fixes most of the key issues from the first, but then it has its own pretty big issues, and especially how disrespectful it treats the legacy characters. I get this was before legacy requels were a thing, but still, if you want to bring back characters, use them. Don't just use them as marketing material. Use them to actually forward the story. Just stupid. Completely freaking stupid, and it's the biggest problem with the movie. It's 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It's still worth a watch, but man, that part of the movie really freaking pissed me off on this rewatch. And because of that, I cannot give Final Destination 2 of Final Verdict any higher than a 7.5 out of 10. It is a very good movie. It is a good sequel to the original, and it has one of the best car crashes ever put on film. But its disrespect to the legacy characters, its dark humor being hit or miss, and its rewatchability still being middling, I can't call it great. I really like it, but I can't call it great. But hey, compared to the next 2 movies, it's fucking Mozart, because next time we gotta dive into the shitter, because these next 2 installments in this series suck massive dick. Why? Well, I'll tell you all about it next time when we dive into piece of shit number 1, Final Destination 3.